I voted Sarkisian. I hashtag Sarkisian,
Okay.
man. He's the one that's under the most pressure, in my opinion.
Okay. Um, I think so as well. A part of that comes from the roster, right? Uh,
Mhm.
but go ahead and tell us a little bit about Sarkisian and why he's under the most pressure.
So Sarkisian came into the conference and made it to the made it to the SEC championship his first year in the conference. As with Texas in the conference first year, he made it to the SEC championship and had an opportunity to win the game, but fell down at the end of the game. Kind of let it come down at the end of the game. Some things fell apart, and they lost. They ended up making the playoffs that year, and they lost. Where they beat Arizona State in the first round, and then they lost to Ohio State in the second round. But everybody lost to Ohio State that year. Ohio State was on a mission. When you look at what Steve then we look at last season, the Arch Manning hype, having Ryan Wingo on that team, having one of the, you know, most productive defenses returning in the conference, and things and stuff of that nature. And to honestly, you look at Texas as a whole last year. Texas should have lost more than 3 games because I stand wholeheartedly firm that they should not have. Mississippi State lost that game. I can't. Mississippi State lost that game. They were up 21 points against them and let them come back and win. But when you look at them going into this season, and you look at what they've done in the offseason, they went and brought in some pieces on the offensive line. They went and brought in a Cam Coleman. They have Ryan Wingo coming back. You have people that are viewing Arch Manning as potentially the guy that is going to be the Heisman Trophy winner again before the season even starts. They're saying he's the number 1 draft pick already. I don't know what they're watching, but okay. But I mean, the pressure for him to actually go out and win and not just be competitive, but win the national championship. Like I think he has the most pressure to win the national championship this year because of one, the amount of money that has been that has been infused into that roster and the expectations around your quarterback that everybody has about him. Like we have to sit here and look at it and say that Arch did not play well, for majority of the season last year. And so now people want to see exactly what's the next step that he takes in order to see him, be the quarterback that a lot of people think he is. So Sarkisian has a lot. He has a lot on his plate this year. Like the most pressure feel part of his plate. And when you look at it, I'm not sure Texas is going to be able to stand up to it because you lose a lot on the defensive side of the ball from that team last year. A lot of production on that defensive side is gone from last year. So you're going to have a lot of new guys coming in starting. It's going to be I'm not saying it can't be done, but it's going to be difficult. In my opinion, it's going to be very, very difficult to see exactly what he does this year in Austin with the Texas Longhorns. So I got him number 1 on my list with the most pressure. Not just to compete, but he got to win. He got to win national championship this year.
Yeah, I got him number 1 too. I don't know if he had to win the national championship, but he
He
gotta
got to
get
win.
pretty doggone close.
He got to win
He
national
gotta get
championship.
pretty close, man. Uh, it you look at he's been largely unproductive, right? He's been largely unproductive in the SEC. He hasn't done anything in the SEC to warrant the I guess what he gets, the hype that he gets, right?
Yep.
So he's got to prove it there, right? That's why he's got to get as close to a national championship as possible. If I'm not mistaken, when I was doing these, uh, I realized that he has the exact same record as Josh Heupel as a head
Exactly.
coach.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Um, but if I
And they
told you
both.
that Josh Heupel and if I said, well, Josh Heupel's a better coach than Steve Sarkisian, people would crucify me for that take. Uh, of and also there's this pressure of the guy he used to work for, that pressure is starting to mount up on his back as well.
You
Because
think?
of the because of the Saban disciples, I think that Sarkisian is the one who has benefited the most from the hype.
Really? That's an interesting take.
Lane Kiffin is always a character, even before then. We were going to be paying attention to Lane Kiffin no matter what happened in his career because
Mm.
because he was always doing something to be in the news anyway. There's
That's a
no
good take.
reason why we put outside of unless you want to say the NFL stand with the Falcons, but outside of that, why do we put so much
Why
stock
we
into
put
Steve
so much stock?
Sarkisian?
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying because before that, it wasn't like USC was doing well. I get what you're saying.
You get what I'm
That makes
saying?
sense. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes
So
sense.
I don't know that's just my opinion about it, but